Vanny, you went with a really strong lineup tonight. The team wasn't able to get the result. Your thoughts on just what happened with your team tonight?
We didn't play well. I think, we put the effort, we put the willingness. I think without the ball, we played very well. We didn't concede anything to Minnesota. To be honest, they were never dangerous, I would say, or and we were able to be very structured defensively. Offensively, we didn't move enough, and it became a little bit disconnected sometimes. Was much better in the second half. We were able to have long spell of possession, but then they had all players in the box, and it was hard to score. I think we could have done better the first 30, 35 minutes with the ball because we didn't create a lot, and we again the main mistakes for me was that we didn't move too much without the ball, and we were too static, and so it was hard for Brian to connect with players around him. But yeah, at the end, the second half was again better. I think we deserved at least a tie, but unfortunately it didn't go our way.
Vanny, there were some decisions made by the referee and VAR
Yeah.
this evening. I don't know how comfortable you are speaking on what happened.
Oh
Your
well,
thoughts?
it's okay, guys. I think the referee team had a bad night. I disagree on a couple of calls because I don't understand. And that's just a question. I'm not doing like. If it's a penalty, the one of Matias, then I don't know if it's in the box or outside the box. So let's say that is just running and someone ran through him. How can not be a penalty the one at the end for Ryan? And how can not be a penalty the handball that they did on the header of Ranko? So I'm just asking about the I would say having the same metric of I don't understand by half a foul. Like I understand if the goal of Goldie is been taken off. If the metric is if Matthias it's a foul, half a foul, it's half a foul also of the goal, so it's okay. But if you do like this, that's two penalty for us. So I don't understand the metric there. So, but I will ask, and the league actually is very kind to get back to me every time that I ask something. So
Is this what you were trying to relay to the referee after the game? You got a yellow card as well.
I don't know if I had a yellow card. That was a little bit. I was a little bit. I said that. Yeah, like I was a little bit probably emotional, but luckily I didn't say anything. As usual, it's the bad thing of being Italian. We talk with the hands, and so it looks like it was much more. I would say big and threatening, like that it was. But it is what it is. I think I like Rami a lot. Like the ref, I really like how he interact with the players. I like him a lot. I think he had a bad night, but not him. The team, the referee team.
Vanny, at the end of last match on Saturday, you talked about the toll that the schedule has been taken on you and how tired your players were. It's only been another 3 days since then. Is this just a continuation of what that
of course.
schedule
Like,
has been?
the big thing on the first half was that in order to play quote unquote fresh legs, we played guys that are not 100% ready to play, like Ali, like Stu, like Goldie, that couldn't do the thing that normally they do. But we have to just thank them because they put on a shift even if they weren't ready to go. Well, not ready to go. They weren't 100%. Let's say like this. But because the other guys were tired too, because they played 3 days before. So that's the thing. And but again, I like the fact that in the second half we push. We had guys that came on the game very energetic, like Shopfi, like Ryan Raposo, Sebastian too. So it's a pity because I think we deserve at least a tie, and we'll see. Now we have a couple of days off, and then we have to prepare the LFC game. So it's we are in a much better place than last Wednesday. Let's put it like this. That's the only thing that is, I would say, positive.
And what was it about that second half that kind of gave you that jump? Was it something that was said at the half, or was it the specific kind of talking points in the first half that are moments of adversity that you're able to kind of use?
We changed the structure. We play with the 3 midfielders instead of 2. So we put Stu lower as an 8 and Pedro as an 8 and Andres as a 6. So we had a player more, and we were able to move the ball there and attack. So that helped a little bit. I think again we were able to bring the ball there, and then they were defending very low, so we tried to put some crosses in. That's the reason why we put Ryan Raposo on one side, Sam on the other side. They could have put like some crosses. That's the reason why we put Damir in, and trying to something happened in the box. In fact, like a couple of half a chance were there, and but we have also to be honest that we are not brilliant like we were a month ago or 3 weeks ago. I think it's probably the toughest period of the season where we are not brilliant, and luckily I would say the only thing is that happened now and not in 2 weeks when we have the elimination games, and luckily we guaranteed the playoff before. So now we have 2 games, especially Sunday, where no one playing, and if we win, we are back 7th. So that's the objective that we need to have.
Hey, Vanni, I think that's 5 now without
Yes.
a win, and now you head into that big game next Sunday, missing 6 players.
Yeah.
Level of concern at this point of the season.
Not concerned. I think we need to be aware. We need to be aware that we're not playing our best football. We're not brilliant like we were. So it's not a concern. It's more like being ready to go. And, the only thing that is, not the only, the big thing that is positive, that we have a week to work. And so we have a week to work and prepare the team in the best way against the LAFC. We know that we're going to be hard because we're going to miss like 6 players that normally starts games. So, but we already done it before, and we need to be ready to go.
So every team wants to head into the playoffs playing their best soccer at their peak. What's it going to take for you guys to get back to that brilliance you were talking about 3 weeks ago?
Just work on the field, and be ready to go. I would say every day, trying to work on what we're having and recovering first. So these 3 days will be really important. Recovering first, having everyone that is going to be ready to go at 100%. So Stu is going to get more condition. Goldie hopefully going to be back from Scotland without any problem on the knee, and so that's what we need, and that's what we will aim for.
Vanni, your team likes to play with the long ball and crosses, as we've seen today. But do you believe there needs to be more ideas for more creativity in your attack?
Yeah, but the ideas and creativity comes if the players move in the right position. And in the first half, that was the problem. So it wasn't a lack of creativity. We have a lot of creative players like Goldie, Stu, Ali. It was a lack of being at the moment at the right moment in the right spot. And we weren't mobile enough. So I think because of that, we had to rely more on the long ball, and to rely more on kind of a simple thing. We go wide and we can attack the space inside. And we tried to do it, and unfortunately we didn't score.
Do you feel your team is too hesitant to take a shot? Because it feels like there were open lanes for a shot. But do you feel like
I don't know.
they could
I
have
don't
just
think
shot
so.
earlier?
I think again, I think it's linked to the brilliancy, because when you're brilliant, you maybe need a quarter of a second to control and shoot. Today maybe we need a half of a second and just the that's a little bit of time allows the defense to be there and be ready to go. So it's pretty basic to say that we need to be in a better condition, but that's I think what it is. But at the same time, we don't need to hide ourselves, and we need to also, I would say, focus on the fact that we need to keep playing our soccer. We tried to adapt defensively, and I think it was a very good adaptation today because against we didn't concede anything defensively. Like the penalty happened by accident. No one thought it was like the penalty happened, so the goal that we considered happened by accident. But that's a pity.
Speaking of creative players, is there any particular reason, out of curiosity, why Diber Caicedo wasn't on the bench today?
Because I thought the other players deserved better. I don't think that they were the 20 guys that I brought today were the 20 guys that I thought they were the best players for this game.
Can you just talk a little bit about Sam Adekubi and having him in back-to-back games playing a full 90?
Yeah, I did very well. I think today. I think he's finally back the real Sam. So we saw it today. He was probably our most dangerous player on the left, attacking the spacing behind, crossing, having his shot a couple of times. He scored a goal. We're very happy to have him back, and moving forward is going to be really important for us.
Coach, that's now in the last 4 home games, 3 penalties that your team has conceded, if
Yeah.
you include the Canadian Championship final. Do you think it's not just the physical tiredness that comes with this busy schedule, but also a bit of the mental tiredness that is affecting
Yeah.
the team, especially in those crucial decision-making moments?
Yeah, I think it was the mental tiredness for sure in the Ranko last week, because it was like impossible to do that penalty. Where 3v1 and then Ranko went down, and Ranko and Sebastian. Today, I don't know. I think it's a little bit unlucky. I want to rewatch the thing. I want to rewatch the thing. So, but yeah, when I say about condition, of course, we are kind of we're not compartmentalized. That's the mental and the physical. Everything is together. So when you're not 100% in mid, also that you're tired, maybe mentally.
And then Minnesota were defending quite deep, playing the 5-2-3.
Yeah.
When you guys were on the ball, how much, when you're up against an opposition like that, you need, like you mentioned, I think that you were missing the dynamism. How much were you missing Fafa Picault for a match like this, where he could have been a game changer?
Of course, because a player like Fafa in a game like this, if he plays wide, he goes 1v1, he creates the numerical superiority, and he's gonna create a scramble in the defense, and you're gonna be someone who can create something. But again, I think it's unfair to talk about the players that weren't able to play to the players that played. So, but again. Moving forward, Fafa will be here for the playoff games, so very happy to have him.
And then last one for me, with LAFC coming up and not having, all the 6 players that were
Yeah.
mentioned, what will be the focus from the other players to be able to really not only showcase themselves for a starting place, maybe in the playoffs, but also because of the magnitude of the match and having to get a
Of
result
course,
against LAFC?
it's a big game against one of the biggest teams in the league. A lot of guys that lately didn't play too much will have the chance to play. It's a massive game because winning will bring us back in the 7th, because I think now we are in the play-in. So now we need to play the play-in. So we need to try to win and get back to the back 7. So I think there will be no shortage of motivation for the players who will play, and and there's no shortage of confidence of me for the players who will play the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.